The NFL playoffs are set in both the AFC and NFC with 6 games slated for Wild Card Weekend. Which matchup are you looking forward to the most in the AFC and NFC?
I'm looking forward to the Bengals and the Cowboys. I can't wait to see.
He's trying to make us go extra long.
I can't wait to see him play.
I'm not even. There's two games I want to talk about with y'all. It's Baltimore, Pitt, and Green Bay, Philly. First of all, we already talked about the Steelers side.
He didn't even acknowledge you, Q. He just
because I'm gonna take it somewhere that y'all may not expect. Pause. With Baltimore, right? Baltimore plays Pittsburgh in Baltimore.
I can't wait to see them beat the shit out of the Steelers.
Not even that. This could be the game that saves the whole conversation that we just got off of with Mike Tomlin.
It won't.
I'm saying I don't see how it can't. This may be the most important. This may be the most important game of Mike Tomlin's career since the Super Bowl.
I'm picking them. I'm picking the Steelers.
Because Lou, listen to me. If the Steelers win this game, they not only prove that Mike Tomlin was right about the shit, and he proves that he can beat Super Bowl caliber teams. But on a Lamar Jackson side, this will be the worst loss of his career. And I will never trust Lamar. I will put Lamar on the same level as Dak Prescott. I will never trust that nigga again. If he loses to this Pittsburgh team, I'm saying there's no way a black man's gonna win in this game, regardless of who wins in this thing.
No.
But I think that if I was a Steelers fan, or if I had any hope in the Steelers or Mike Tomlin as a head coach, he should get you this game.
Man,
and if he gets you this game, that shows you how great of a coach he is, because at any team that they matched up with, this is the best team for them to match up with, because we know them and Lamar plays
coming off a 4-game losing streak.
It's only because we know them and Lamar plays shitty against us. At all the teams he would have played,
that last game he didn't play shitty though.
That's more on Russ.
Look, man, how is Lamar playing good or bad on Russ?
I'm saying that. I said that last game was more on Russ. That's fine.
I think that the Tomlin agenda will stay strong as long as he's in Pittsburgh. The only thing that would change it is if he wins a Super Bowl. That's it. Period. That's just how winning this game ain't gonna mean shit, Nick.
For this season,
I'll trade for Tomlin tomorrow as a Dallas fan.
We don't care, Spike. Winning this game ain't gonna mean shit. You want every goddamn coach out there, bro.
Other than McCarthy.
We're talking the playoffs right now, Spike. We're not talking about the Cowboys.
But I'm saying, like, this is a huge game for Lamar Jackson. Like,
everyone's picking the Ravens, and I think the Steelers got some good. Steelers can play them better than anybody do. Like I personally got them in the game. I believe in Mike Tomlin. I think that the Steelers were not at full health. They played 11 games. They played 3 games in 11 days. Christmas Day. Then 4 days before that, they played the Ravens. And after that, they played the Bengals. So you had 2 division games and the champions in the middle of that. And then before that, you have to play the Eagles. So they went through a whole gauntlet. Half their defense was hurt. Pickens wasn't playing. Pickens comes back. Still rusty.
Y'all gonna have to stop talking about Pickens, bro. Don't do that, because
I understand, but he's still that nigga's still their best player. It ain't Van fucking Jefferson. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they hate Van Jefferson, bro.
He's terrible.
Why do stop talking about Pickens though?
Because he ain't shit.
Bro, he's a diva.
And don't act like you got an argument for Lou or Q.
He a diva.
No, Sean, we can't hear you.
He's a playmaker. He's a playmaker. I don't know what's wrong with him. It seemed like he's suffering from the same shit Antonio Brown suffers from, but he's good. Like, we can't deny the fact that when he's out there doing his thing, that the Steelers are better. I don't know what.
Nick, you were praising him in the chat at one point during the season.
Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with him lately.
And that's why I was gonna say this. First of all, one thing is new information, new results, new discussion. And second of all, hold on, I'll say this: Lou, he ain't a playmaker, he a player hater. That's what he sounds like. Because this nigga, when after that Russ leak clip came out, he said that. All right, bet I'm dropping everything. Fuck this nigga. I'm throwing him under the bus. And we know he's selfish because he wouldn't even block for his homeboy back in the last season or a couple seasons ago. And he said, nigga, I made a business decision on a Steelers, on a Mike Tomlin led team. He said that shit.
Nah, it runs he's Mike Tomlin running the family. His dad.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying fuck him, bro. He ain't done shit. He ain't proved that he top 5, none of that. He caught a couple nice balls.
For sure, but he's still their best. He's still their best weapon. He's still the best weapon on offense. And they ain't have him for 3 weeks. So,
but man, he's
when he came back,
he's the Temu version of AB, man. He just got too many head issues going on.
I feel that. No, I completely agree. But dude, like shit, nigga, a Ferrari that start up sometime is still a Ferrari.
If you can unlock it, then he'll be nice. But
you ain't taking that. You ain't taking that Ferrari out all the time either.
And you're not taking that beat up Buick that is Van Jefferson and Scotty Miller nowhere. So it's like
any other games you guys looking at?
Green Bay, Philly.
I want to see, Green Bay, Philly. I want to see if Jalen coming off of rust because that's always something to watch out for. I believe so.
What do you know if he's gonna play?
What happened with Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni situation? I missed that.
There really wasn't a situation.
No.
There really wasn't a situation. There was.
There was.
I mean,
let me explain it as a Dallas fan. Can to you. So no bias from the guy with the Philadelphia Eagles logo in his background. What happened was Jalen Hurts hasn't made it through concussion protocol. And he was asked about, Nick Sirianni was asked about this in the press conference, and they asked him if he was even at the facility today, and he said, no comment. I don't have any updated comments for you. That's the first thing that he said when people start asking about Jalen Hurts. And then when they said, is he here today, even practicing on the facility, they was like, oh, no comment. So that's the reason that people are speculative of it.
They're not speculative at all, Ken. He was there. He's been there the whole time. He was getting a smoothie today.
Now Skelton was sitting in the parking lot of the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, the reports.
How do you know he was there versus everybody else?
The reporters were there saying he was there. If you paid attention, Lou, everybody's saying this. You are paying attention.
Why Nick Sirianni didn't say that?
I see you watching because Nick Sirianni's playing poker. He's the head coach. He's not supposed to. He can't say he's ready to play now if he's still in protocol, and he can't get out of protocol until they practice Wednesday. You got to keep him in protocol. So that's the only reason they're doing it. It's a formality. If he says he's out now, then he's going to get fined. So you can't say that.
All they asked him is he at the facility?
Okay, so it's much ado about nothing. All right, so let's move on.
All I was going to say was that this is a big game for me. This is a big game for me as a Jordan Love supporter and for my last hope as a Super Bowl pick. I think that I actually have expectations for him to win this game and get this upset. I think this is the best time to get the Eagles when Jalen Hurts, like Q said, could be rusty as hell. And we know eventually he's going to have to throw the ball down the field. And if he's off with his receivers like that, which he shouldn't be, but if he is, I think that's the best. This is the best game to knock out
the toughest part to that, Nick, and is that Christian Watson went down with a torn ACL. Yeah, Jair's out.
But that's but Shelton, what happened to Jordan Love this past offseason?
Jordan Love has no feeling in his hands.
What happened to Jordan Love this past off? Is he about to play? What happened to Jordan
Love?
What happened to Jordan Love this offseason?
Jordan Love, what?
What happened to him this past offseason?
He has numbness in his throwing arm. He got hit.
He said he got paid.
He got paid.
He got his money.
Excuses.
Okay, I got you.
No excuses, bro.
Yeah, he got paid off Dallas.
If you're gonna start these games, regardless you hurt or not, Jalen Hurts gonna be hurt too. He fuck around and have a whole concussion and still play. But he got to. He got paid, nigga. Don't give a fuck about all that shit, nigga. You got paid. You better win these games. That's why we paying you.
They're just beat up.
The question again is the Tampa Bay and Washington game.
That's gonna be that's the one I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see Mike Evans and Lattimore.
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay could definitely surprise the people and make a run in the playoffs. Please document, cut that Jalen, and make sure that you play it once Tampa Bay make their run. But I think that's going to be the game.
We're gonna see if
once they get blown out.
Real shit though. Tampa Bay is
Baker been balling, bro.
Tampa Bay is like my biggest worry in the playoffs right now.
Baker been balling, man, and they beat Philly and Detroit.
Tampa Bay is my biggest fear in the playoffs. Like if I'm afraid of any team, I'm not really.
Y'all niggas just talking on a Tuesday.
I feel
Mayfield has been balling, Nick.
I feel good about.
I never thought that I was.
So is Sam Darnold. So is Sam Darnold.
Lou, he beat them without AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. So don't talk about that.
But then but the thing is though, we had them niggas last playoffs.
You didn't have AJ Brown in that game either. AJ Brown didn't play at the time.
Y'all lost.
I'm not worried about Tampa at all. I would say I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa won, but I would think that if Jaden Daniels wins this playoff game on the road, I
don't see it, man.
I think he may be he gonna be talked about a lot favorably, like moving forward as a top 10 QB.
I'm looking forward to Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I think that Pittsburgh will be able to pull it out, and I think that the Eagles will be able to get that dub. So we'll see though.
I'm looking. Mine is the Chargers and the Texans, and I say that because both teams. Let me explain. Both teams are struggling.
That's the worst game.
It is the worst game, pretty much, Lou. But if you take a Houston team, if they can somehow get some momentum after winning a game like that, plus we look at the coach.
Who you got in that game?
Game,
we'll get to.
Yeah, we're doing the picks. We're doing the picks.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's whoever wins that game. You know what I'm saying? That's a way to get yourselves ready for the playoffs, get you going, and can start some momentum. Both those teams got some ballers on the side of the ball. So
if you got to have a playoff game to get you ready for the playoffs, you're not winning that game. You're not winning that game at all. I got you. Well, we'll know. You all know who I got.
Yeah, I know you got.
It's the Wizard.